All right. It says we are live. Wait, on StreamYard.
StreamYard?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see you in the Facebook. So now click live on Facebook.
Where do I do that?
On the bottom left, where it says create the live video. Are you still in there?
It's not letting me.
I wonder why not.
I'm going live now. The go live button's not there for some reason.
Do you see like create live video, connect video source, complete post details?
Uh-huh.
All right, okay. Under your video, under where you see yourself, are you on streaming software and not webcam?
That's correct, I am.
I wonder if I... Let's see, live video starting. Let's see if it works from my end for you.
But then it might be on your computer.
No, you're live.
Are we rolling? What do you mean?
You're live right now.
Like I'm in the Facebook group. Like people are seeing me.
Yep, I can see you. I can see you.
Can you hear me?
Are we rolling?
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I can hear you. Yep, you're good.
Okay, so should I close out of this on Facebook then and let it rip?
Yeah, as long as you got the other page open to see your comments, you're good to go.
Sweet. Live. All right. Well, then, whoops. Hello, everybody. Sorry you've been here for a bit. Kaylee, thank you for getting me on support. If you are rolling with us, I am super excited to do this here for the first time. We are going live. I am just getting this link on the gram as well. So if you're new here, welcome. This is going to be a place where we are going to talk all fun things, closing. We're going to watch me how to close deals. We're going to see me doing some call reviews, and it's going to be fun. So welcome. Today, like I said, we're just going to be calling leads here for about, we'll see how long. I blocked off 2 hours on my calendar. No promise we go this entire time. Guys, if you are watching live, will you just let me know in the comments? Say, hey, where you're from. I'd love to see who's here. I've got Facebook up on another screen. And I would just love to see who's watching today. Kaylee, what's up? Wahoo. Good to see ya. Yo, what's up, Yasir? Good to see you, brother. Let's see. Who else we got? Anybody else? Kieran, always a pleasure, my friend. Let's get those deals. What up, Logan? Man, good to see you, brother. Sweet, guys. Well, hey, appreciate you tuning in. I see right now we got 8, 9 people coming in. What's up, Dylan? Dylan from Dallas. Right here, I got Ajay from Dallas, man. Good to see you. Sweet, guys. Well, what's up, Carl? Good to see you, man. It was great seeing you last month at the event. Isa, what's up, dude? Money for sure, baby. Money for sure. I'm here for you, man. Trying to make that money. Sweet. All right, guys. Well, hey, appreciate you tuning in. I've done a couple of these in the past, just like on my Instagram. I want to start doing more of them, but I needed a better place to centralize them. I wanted to be able to repurpose the videos, which is why we're streaming on Facebook now instead. It's a lot harder to do that on IG. So what we're doing is I've got this external mic here hooked up. I watched some of the other influencers online to see what they did for phones, and I bought this little doohickey here. So I should be able to make some dials on my phone, and hopefully the mic picks stuff up. I'd love for you guys if you could tell me if the audio is good or not. But a buddy of mine just dropped off like 140 of his cold call leads that basically they never called, which is fun. So I'm just going to go through those. He's comped a good chunk of them. And some of them are solid and some maybe not. But I figured, you know what? This would be fun to practice on. So, okay, I see a few buddies just popped in. What up, Zach? Good to see you, brother. What's up, Danny, Drew, Josiah, and Buck? All right, tuning in from Florida. Wish I could have been there with you guys this time. But I'm here trying to close some deals so I can afford to come out to the next one. There we go. But sweet, guys. Well, hey, appreciate you tuning in. I'm just going to start hitting the phones, man. It's 3:07. We're 7 minutes in. Sorry I took 2 minutes to figure out the tech here, but hopefully these are smoother in the future. And hey, as you guys are doing this, I love questions you've got. Drop them in the chat. feedback. I'm always all ears to learn some new fun sales stuff. And yeah, we can just we can let it rip. But I am going to start calling some property owners here. So let's see. Phone number, typing that in. And you know, guys, like I think something my business partner Ben says all the time that I think he got from Hormozy was just like, let the work be the result. You know, I think so many people are fixated on the end, which I get it. Like contracts turn to deals, turn to dollars. Yes, we want that to happen. But at a certain point, the work is a result. So like if you just pound the phones enough and make enough offers, you will get deals. It's just a function of life. So we are going to call Mr. Homer here and see what we're looking at.
Hello.
Hey there, Homer. How you doing, sir?
I'm all right, but I'm driving. What's going on?
Oh, you're driving. Okay. Well, hey, I'm calling you because I think you chatted with one of my partners a bit ago about the 63-acre tract you've got in Fannin. Said you might be interested in talking about selling it. I know you said you're driving right now. Would there be a better time for us to connect?
Well, anytime would be better than right now and driving in Dallas traffic.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, I don't blame you. Where in DFW are you? I'm just north of Dallas.
You know where Lucas is at?
I'm sorry, where what?
Lucas.
Okay,
let me ask you another.
Allen, I do know where Allen is. Yep.
Okay, Lucas is right next to Allen.
Okay, gotcha. I was actually just in Allen. I was just south of Fairview at the they have that ice skating rink out there. My in-laws were in town, and my sister-in-law, she loves ice skating, and I guess one of the Winter Olympic gals were out here for something. So I was just out there a little bit ago. Cool area, but we're up in McKinney, so not super far away.
Let me give you a call in a little bit.
Okay, that sounds good. Well, appreciate it, Homer. We'll chat here in a bit.
Bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, hey guys, would love to hear in the comments, were you guys able to hear him at all? Were you able to hear that audio? Again, I had him on speaker, so just want to see if that audio is coming in okay. And I can move it a little closer and turn the volume up a bit on my phone maybe if not, but just drop a yes if you can hear it or a no if you can't at all. Or just tell me if it's fuzzy or whatever. But hey, first guy answered on the first dial. I mean, that's a win. So should be calling back in a bit. I'm just going to save his contact in my phone before it is too late. Boom. Okay, he is saved. So that way if he calls back, I know who he is. All right, Zach said loud and clear. Sweet. Yasir, what's up, brother? Was driving when we chatted. Is calling me back today. I always love when I can talk to somebody in DFW. That's always fun. Let's see. Kaylee just texted me and said maybe pull it a little closer. You could hear but could hear better. You got it. Okay. Sick. All right. We're going to try this next one here. And you know what? I actually could just leave the mic right here because I talk really loud and leave it right under the phone. Excuse me, guys. Okay, this guy apparently has an asking price of $4 million on a property that is not worth that. No idea what this is worth, but you know what, guys? I'm just going to give him a call. Let's see what we got going on. Bang. You know, I got thrown off here because the seller has the same name in the CRM, and I don't know if that is right. All right, guys, I'm a little sketched out. I'm gonna call the next lead. I'm sorry. I'm such a name guy. I hate when I don't have names in here, right? So we're just gonna keep rolling. Okay, I got like 140 leads in here. We've got no shortage of being able to call folks. Bada bing, bada boom. Excuse me. What? Okay. Oh.
Hello.
Hey there, is this Lee?
Yes.
Hey there, Lee. It's Ajay. You chatted with somebody on my team a ways back about that 70-acre property you own over in Stevens County. Just wanted to see if you were still interested in selling.
No, we're not going to sell.
You're not going to sell? Okay. And is that just because people aren't offering you anything good, or are you just no longer interested in parting with it?
We have three different properties. One, some lake lots that we decided to sell those and keep the property in Stevens County.
Okay. Got it. Are the lake properties bigger? Have you already sold those?
No, they're still, we're doing some clearing and, making it look a little nicer. It's got a boat dock and seawall and has municipal water and electricity, a sprinkler system already. But
Oh, wow. So they're pretty much ready to go.
yeah, I had couple of trees that died this past year, and I cut them down, and I've got to either burn or haul off the brush. There's a burn ban right now, so
Right. Yeah, it hadn't rained all month.
yeah.
I hear you. Okay, well, where are these two properties at, I guess? I mean, if you haven't already listed them, would I be able to take a look at them?
Yeah, they're on Cedar Creek Lake.
Cedar Creek Lake. Gotcha. Let me just take a quick search here. How far are those from Athens?
Probably 20 miles.
Oh, okay. That's not far at all.
No.
Got it. And how big are these lots?
They're both just a little over quarter acre each.
Okay, got it. They're smaller. Both quarter acre lots.
Yeah, we bought the one that had the boat docks and all that initially, and then the one next to it became available, so we bought it so that we could put a house, straddle both of them, just have a little bit bigger lot.
Yeah, definitely. Well, what changed? How come you guys didn't end up doing that?
COVID hit. Prices of everything went up.
Way up.
Our initial plan was the house that we currently live in. We're going to build our retirement home out in Stevens County, and then build one at the lake for the summertime. And then the COVID hit, and prices went up, and so we decided that the price of material, that it wasn't financially in our best interest to try to buy both. So
yep.
We decided to stick with Stevens County and sell the lake lots.
Got it. That makes sense. Okay. And I guess you're doing some clearing work and all right now. I'm trying to look up these lots. I just let's see here. I'm hoping in the GIS. I mean, are they under your name as well?
Yes.
Okay, got it. Yeah, I'm trying to look up these lots as we're chatting. Are you guys planning on, listing those with a realtor, or what exactly are you hoping to do there?
Well, we had one listed, and the lady that listed it gave my wife some outrageous numbers she thought she could get, and instead of getting into an argument with my wife, I just went along with it. And after she left, I said, "There's no way in hell they're going to pay that kind of money for a small lot like this."
Yeah, those realtors like to sell you the moon, don't they?
Oh yeah.
They just want to get your listing, and then they end up not even moving it and just wasting 6 months of your time, right?
Yeah. So we ended up, not doing anything, and that contract was up, I guess, about a month ago now, and so I decided to, we'll probably do a for sale by owner, and there's, just get it cleaned up, and I've got one more tree I need to cut down, and the good thing is those neighbors, those are oak trees, and I cut them down. The neighbors will come down and cut them up, and then they use them for firewood. So
got it. Well, I mean, hey, that's something, right?
Yeah, it helps me clear it off.
Yeah, no kidding, no kidding. And then, how far do you guys live from these properties? I mean, how often are you able to get out there?
Well, we live about 100 miles from. We're in, say, Fort Worth, and Stevens County is 100 miles to the west, and Cedar Creek's 100 miles to the south. So.
Right. And Cedar Creek, is that in Henderson County or is that in Kaufman?
Henderson.
Okay, got it.
That's a mailing address would be Malakoff.
Got it. Okay.
The street address is 5540 Point La Vista.
Okay, let me just get that one more time. You said, how do you spell Malakoff? I'm sorry.
Malakoff.
You said Malako.
E as in Paul, F as in Frank.
Malakoff. Okay, got it. And then the address one more time.
5540.
Okay. And then it sounds like you guys are hoping to do some clearing work, and then you said just list it for sale by owner?
Yeah, we're just, from the neighbors, they said that they never saw the realtor out there, but, a couple of people got out and walked around and looked at them, but so we felt like the realtor's really not doing anything with them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, how quickly are you hoping those are going to sell once you list them?
Well, I wish they had sold 6 months ago.
Yeah, I hear you. And I mean, are you hoping to just sort of get out of them? I know you said you were planning on keeping the 70 acres, and then it sounds like you've got your house in Fort Worth. So, are these more so just
our Stevens County? We've got 153 acres.
153. Got it. Okay.
But at 70, and I don't understand how they parcel that stuff up the way they do. But
yeah, I'm not sure. Okay. I gotcha. Well, I'm trying to search for these properties while we're chatting. And I'll be honestly, I'm having trouble finding them just by the address or by your last name. I'm in the Henderson County CAD. I just want to make sure I'm looking at the right ones here.
Maybe we put them in a family trust. So maybe it's a Pitts Family Trust. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I don't know how they list them.
Okay, got it. Do you know the name of the trust off the top of your head? I might be able to search it up that way.
Yeah, Pitts Family Trust.
Pitts Family Trust. Okay, got it. Let me try that search just while we're chatting here. Darn, nothing. Let me just try it by Pitts and see if anything pops up. Okay, here we go. I got some results. Oh, maybe Pitts Family Living Trust?
Yeah, probably.
I see 2 parcels here, and it looks like they're right next to each other. 5540
Yes.
Point La Vista and 123. There we go. Okay.
120, lot 122, which would be the north side, and 123 is on the south.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Well, here, let me just look these up real quick while we're chatting. And Lee, can I ask? I mean, it sounds like you wanted them sold yesterday, but you kind of know what they won't sell for. I mean, what are you hoping these will sell for?
We were looking at, maybe somewhere between 200 and 225.
200 and 225 for both of them?
Yes.
Okay. Got it. So probably between like 100 and 115 each, give or take.
Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Okay. Let's see here. I mean, these look pretty interesting. What do you know about the neighbors out there? I know you said some were getting some brush off your property. So, I mean, is it a pretty friendly area?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they celebrate their birthdays together, and several of them are from New Orleans, and they celebrate Mardi Gras
Okay.
party at one of them house. And most everybody out there is retired or getting close to retirement.
Got it.
So it's a nice, quiet neighborhood. It's in the county.
Okay. So nice,
From
quiet.
talking to some of the people, that very seldom do they have to call the police out there.
Okay. That's kind of ideal, isn't it? Gotcha. Okay. Let's see. And then are you guys pretty much already done with that clearing work, or how much more of that do you have left? And are you doing that yourself, or you've got people for that?
Well, normally me and my wife, and then the neighbor to the north, and I guess his lot would be 121. He's 92 years old, and he's out there helping cut. He's extremely active for his age. And so him and the person just to the north of him, his name is Jay. They, once I put the tree on the ground, they'll come in and cut it up and split the wood and, stack it at their place. This last time, the two trees that I cut down, I went ahead and cut them into, fireplace sections. And then WD and J said, yeah, we'll split that and carry it off. And of course, the branches, the stuff they won't use in the fireplace, we threw all that up on a pile. But like I say, since it hadn't rained, we couldn't burn it. I'm hoping that, looking at the weather report, we were going to go down this week, but they're showing it's going to rain every day this week.
Yeah, finally, though. I mean,
yeah, they need it. And then I had some dirt hauled in to, level everything off, smooth everything down, and make it look nicer. The lots next to it are for sale, but that woman wants way too much for. She's had hers up for sale for probably 8 or 9 years, but she's just asking too much.
Oh, do you know what she's asking?
And the last I heard was $225 per lot.
Per lot, wow.
And her lots are about the size of mine. And then when she had it listed there, well, they may be listed again, but the realtor had put that had deep water. Well, if about 2 feet of water is deep, I guess it is, but there's no way you could put a boat in, without a whole bunch of dredging.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, well, that makes sense. Well, Lee, can I ask, I mean, it sounds like you guys have been ready to sell this for a while now. I mean, is 200 for both of the lots the lowest you think you'd take on it, you and your wife?
Probably. I could talk to my wife when my daughter took her to Napa Valley for her birthday.
Oh, wow.
They're on their way back.
You didn't get an invite?
I don't drink, so it would have been a waste of my time.
Yeah, I hear if you don't drink the olive oil, it's not too bad out there, but there's only so much of that you can do, right?
Yeah, I may have a margarita, 3 or 4 a year, but
okay.
I have never liked wine. I don't care what it is.
I hear you.
But I'm picking them up at the airport at about 6 o'clock. So
tonight.
Yeah, so
okay.
I can check with her, but probably 200 is about as low as we'd go.
Okay, got it. And obviously this area it's a little unique, right? Because I mean the lots on the inside that aren't waterfront sell for almost 10% of that or something crazy like that. But then if they're on the water, they're obviously a lot more valuable here. So I think I'm just going to need to dig in just a little bit, and assuming we can do something decent with them. I mean, can I ask you, Lee, if we come back with an offer under 200, is it worth it for me to call you back?
Well, talking never hurts.
That's true. I agree.
That one lot, of course, I've never built a boat dock. I've built some houses, but with the boat dock on it and the sprinkler system that's installed already, I was told it'd be $40,000 to put in a boat dock these days.
Wow.
Plus, it's got that seawall. On the lot 122. We had looked at one time of putting the retaining wall, seawall, whatever you want to call it, on 123, but that's been several years ago, and it was close to $18,000.
Wow.
So we elected not to do that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I got you. All right. Well, I'll give them a look here. Again, we're sitting here on Tuesday afternoon. If you want to chat with the wife, hopefully her and your daughter don't have any lingering effects from Napa Valley, but we can just plan
I can't guarantee that.
Yeah. Well, why don't we plan to just reconnect sometime tomorrow afternoon, maybe? I'll see what my team comes back with and see if we can work something out.
Okay. So,
all right. What time's usually good for you in the afternoon?
Oh, anytime. I'm retired.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's good. I'll try not to let it get too late, but I'll give you a holler sometime tomorrow afternoon, maybe around 3 o'clock again.
Sounds good.
All right. Lee, appreciate your time, sir. Any other questions I can answer before we get out of here?
No. Just wait to hear from you tomorrow.
All right. Sounds like a plan. You have a good one. Drive safe today.
All right. You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, guys, that was a fun one. I hope you were tuned into that. I ended up looking at a different property than the one I had called about. He had 70 acres and then told me he had 2 other lakefront lots. Ben Gallant, if you're still here, man, I saw you said you loved tubing out there as a kid. Hey, what would have been cool is if you had dropped some local knowledge about the area while we were here, and I could have just spit it on this call. I was watching as these comments were coming. He was super nice. But he sounds like he wants, I don't know. I mean, it seems like it's a little bit under market value. He also knows his neighbors really well, so a double close might be a little weird. But it seems like there could be something there. I was seeing, gosh, it's so tough with niche waterfront lots in a non-disclosure state. I was looking at comps online while we were talking. It was tough because I couldn't find the property. Ben said, sorry, next time. No worries, man. Also, I see a few other people. What's up, Arturo? What's up, Blake? What's up, Ben? Hopefully you and Jeremy tuned in here, man. Appreciate you guys. So yeah, no, that was an interesting one. I'll give him a call back tomorrow afternoon, but that was interesting. Had to pivot while we were talking, try to look up the property, try to look at price, try to loop him a bit. He kind of hit me with a wife thing, but honestly, I wasn't really ready to negotiate, so I didn't need to get ahead of objections or anything. But at least it was, a good conversation. Folks are nice. I said, is it worth me calling you back if I come back under 200? He said, it doesn't hurt to talk. So not too bad. All right. I am calling this 3-acre next. Let me just see if I have any info in the CRM real quick. Again, these came from cold call leads that have not been talked to yet, not been offered to yet. Some of them are a little old, if I'm being honest. Some of them are like a year old. Buddy of mine just dropped them off on my desk, and I figured, hey, let's turn lemons into lemonade. Let's see. Let's just give old boy a call. What's his name? Christopher.
It's Chris with Jamie.
Hey, Chris. It's Ajay. How you doing today?
Doing pretty good. About yourself?
I'm doing well. Did I catch you on the road? I'm hearing a little noise.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Well, hey, I'm calling you. Chatted with someone on my team about your 3-acre property in Ellis County. I know you had it with a realtor at one point. Did y'all end up selling that?
We did back in December of last year.
You did. Okay, gotcha. Did you get a price you guys were happy with?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Well, hey, Chris, I won't hold you on. It sounds like you're busy and on the move, my friend. Do you have any other properties you guys might be interested in selling?
No, sir. That was the two properties that we had, and we sold them in December.
Okay.
Question for you.
Yep.
I keep continuously getting offers in the mail and phone calls. I'm not saying you're bugging me or anything like that. I'm just saying, how do I go about it? Because obviously it was recorded that it was sold, but the person that bought it, I know that they bought it in a trust. So does that fall back on the previous owner of how it's listed, or because I keep getting all the inquiries and I know it was recorded and everything through the county taxes and all that. Just wondering if they're just that far behind or what.
Yeah, no, that's a great question, Chris. So it's two things. So with the letters, you might just double check at the county records, because some folks are pulling that information directly from the county because the mailing address is public. And so that's how they're sending mail. The thing is, people buy the lists off of secondary service providers, and sometimes those guys are just a few months behind. I will tell you, hopefully you'll stop getting the stuff in a couple of months. And then with the calls, it's kind of the same thing. But what I would do is just double check with the county to make sure that mailing address is updated and that you're not getting any of the tax statements or anything. And if that's changed over, I mean, it's only a matter of time, but there's not much more we can do outside of that, unfortunately.
No worries, man. I greatly appreciate the insight. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Drive safe, Chris. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye. All right. What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Ben? What's up, James? What's up, Dave? Dang, a lot more people tuned into this than I thought. It's crazy. There's 2 posts on Instagram. I love it. Okay. That was a bummer. Mr. Gentleman had sold his property in December. Again, like I said, some of these leads are a bit old here. But you know what? We when life gives you lemons, right? Okay. Let's look at this guy. Oh boy. All right. There's probably a seller that wants way too much money. But guess what, guys? We treat every lead like a deal. You do that enough times and you will have deals. Getting a great answer rate today, though.
You have reached 214-460-4620.
We got to try the double dial, right? Where did we go?
Hello?
Hey there, Griffin. It's Ajay. How are you, sir?
It's who?
It's Ajay. Hey, you.
Are you going to say it one more?
Yep, my name's Ajay. You chatted with my team about the property you've got out in Hunt County. Looks like.
Oh, okay. All right. You're looking to buy some property.
Potentially. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Well, I'm just driving. Is the house or the property or the vacant land?
The vacant land.
Okay.
It sounds to me like you were getting a lot of these phone calls.
I'll probably get 6 phone calls a week plus 4 mailings.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that's pretty annoying. Well, I don't want to be one of those annoying guys. I mean, are you interested in selling, or should I mean, I can't control anybody else, but
I just need to have an offer that's a great offer, because so far I haven't had super good offers, for comparables for me to look up down the street and see what people are asking.
yeah, I mean, it's kind of a unique lot because these are you've got 3 acres and 2 acres out near the water, right?
Yeah, but there's no water access, because the people have water access. It's private land on butted up to the lake. There's no ramp there, but it's close. I mean, you could drive to a ramp, but there's no the water's probably a quarter of a mile from the property, but you can't touch it directly. You have to go 2 or 3 or 4 miles out of your way to get to it.
Oh, gotcha. Are there docks out that way at all?
Oh, there's some all around that lake. That lake's got docks all over it.
Okay, that's what I
Private
thought.
docks, public docks, and fishing docks, and God knows what else.
Yeah, absolutely. How far is this from? So I know it's in Rockwall. You're a decent ways from 30 though, right?
Yeah, it's not in Rockwall. It's in Quinlan.
Oh, it's in Quinlan. Okay, and is that Quinlan schools too?
Yes, it should be. It's in Quinlan. All the taxes are all Quinlan based, so it's gonna be Quinlan property, Quinlan everything.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, gotcha.
It's roughly 28 miles east of Rockwall.
Okay, and are you a developer, or how'd you end up buying these?
Just it came up on offer. Somebody was trying to sell it, and we bought it. Think we might do something with it, and we decided not to pursue it. We went out there and cleared some trees and stuff up to make it, decent. And then we decided we didn't want to do anything with it.
Okay, gotcha. And was that decision just because you had too much other stuff going on, or why'd you decide to not do anything with it?
Oh, always. That's really just got down to this time, and like I said, this last go around, we went out there just to pick up some stuff we had out there just on the property, and then we realized there was a lot of surveying going on, like they're fixing to widen that main road that goes along the long side of the property. There's survey stakes and all sorts of crap going on. So we reached out to a real estate lawyer that's, kind of basically across the street from where my wife works. They just walk in the door and say, "Hey, can I talk to somebody?" And he was basically said, "Yeah, it's, if they're doing surveys and they're putting up surveys like it's up and down the street like that, then there's something fixing to go on, because that's probably why we're getting so many offers. Somebody's in the know. They know what's fixing to happen possibly, and that's why everybody's trying to jump on it." So he said, unless you got to sell it, just hang on to it and sell it when the price is right. Otherwise, not a big deal. He said, it's free and clear. I mean, we own it outright, so it's not hurting us in any way, shape, or form. Just pay some taxes on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We can sit on it if we have to.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. So if you guys sold, it would just be, I mean, it wouldn't really do much for you. It's just, hey, if somebody gives me a good offer, I might do something, basically.
We'll just put the cash into the next project is all, man. That's all we're going to,
you guys do construction?
We're not trying to sell it. We don't. No, we're just, we're just remodeling the house, things like that. So it's, we do everything out of pocket, so we're never in debt. So
good.
It's just, it would just refill the coffers that we're depleting right now out of our savings accounts. But it's one of those things that we
worked our butts off to stay out of debt, so we don't have mortgages and crap. So
Good.
it works out good for us. But yeah, it's just one of those things that, you know, it's there. We really don't want to pursue it that much, and you know, we just haven't really put the effort into to try to list it or anything. And
Yeah.
looks like we really don't have to, because we're getting so many freaking people that are showing some interest in it.
Yeah.
And we haven't, you know, it's never been listed anywhere ever. You know,
Right.
so it's yeah.
That makes sense. Well, it sounds like folks are making you some bad offers, so you and your wife know what a no is. I guess in your head, what's a yes on a price for the property?
Well, I mean, it's you know, when we look up down the street, there's other lots that are down the street that are, you know, literally 1 acre parcels for like 88,000, 80,000, things like that.
Okay.
And like I told her, I said, you know, if somebody, you know, we turned down like 50,000 per acre, and I told her, you know, if somebody walked in and was, you know, close, I would have to honestly say, you know, it has to be closer. So we turned down 50, so that'd be closer to the 80 probably.
Really?
And since we got 5 acres, you know, all concurrent, you know, if somebody wanted to do something big, they could. It's technically 2 lots, and technically it has deed restrictions, if you want to call it. You could put a cow on each lot. One livestock per lot is what the deed restrictions say. Can't build a round house on it, so they don't want geodesic homes there. But and then you can't have metal building. You can't have a metal house. You have to have, you know, stone, brick, siding, whatever.
Got it.
But other than that, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, it's I don't know what notes you see in front of you, but it's got water and electric available. You know, it's not in the property, but it's available because we're in the. It goes all around the edges of our property, because they actually hit one of the water pipes when I was starting to put in a pipe fence one day, and it was the utility's fault because they put the flag in the wrong spot.
Oh,
So my guy hit it.
Oh my God.
So they had to come out. The utility had to come out and fix that 6-inch main or whatever the hell it was. But it has to have septic tanks. Currently, there's no sewer, you know, available to the property. So it's and of course it's got setback restrictions, you know, from the street. Gets, you know, so many feet back, like anything else. I mean, there's those building restrictions, of course. But no, if somebody wanted, you know, because mine is, I don't know why, mine is broken into a 2 and a 3. And then the next 3 lots next to mine are 5 acres, 5 acres, 5 acres. There's 8 lots there total. So it's broken up. I think the others are all 5 acre lots roughly. And then I got my 2 little oddball lots. I think there's 6 5 acre parcels. And then my 2, you know, my 3 and my 2, which equals 5, they're at the corner.
Yeah.
So I don't know why. I don't know why it's planted that way, because I mean I've got you know, I've got the original, I guess I don't know if they're official, but they're, you know, their original plat drawings and all my surveys and stuff on the property.
Right. Okay. And just so I understood that right, you're saying the other tracks out there are 5 acres. You don't own multiple 5 acre tracks out there. It's just the 3 and the 2, right?
No, and that's really kind of what made us kind of turn and kind of not walk away from it, but because there was an individual that next to our property, there was 3 5 acre parcels owned by one person, and his house was sitting smack dab in the middle of his 15 acres.
Right.
And so, you know, he was an elderly gentleman. We'd been out there. We went over and talked to him. You know, we were cordial. And then, you know, he even admitted he was getting on in age, blah, blah, blah. So he basically passed away, and we weren't aware of it for, you know, several months, because we don't live out there. And then come to find out, his kids took over, and his kids, you know, sold everything off before we even knew about it, because we were kind of in just not handshake, but just cordial talks about trying to buy the 5 acre parcel next to our property, you know, even in writing, you know, tell him, hey, if we were to build something, we'll build next to the line, but not over into that 5 acres. That way he had his wooded buffer. We had our wooded buffer. But the way that ours was, you know, we couldn't build next to the line, because then we're right on top of his property.
Right.
So that's why we kind of, you know, when that happened, we kind of, you know, lost some interest, because if we were going to build a house, we wanted it deeper in the woods, away from the street and things like that. But it's, you know, it wasn't to make it or break it. It's just, you know, one of those situations that, hey, just, you take it as it is and just walk away. But yeah, if I could have bought, one of those 5-acre parcels off of that family, well, then this is, I wouldn't be talking to anybody probably right now. We might have went ahead with some plans to build a house on there.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay. That makes sense. All right. Well, Griffin, I mean, I'm looking at the area, and again, this is our first time chatting. But I'm gonna be honest that 80,000 an acre is higher than anything else out here that's selling. And is that just kind of your number because you're free and clear, you don't need to sell it? Sure, if somebody walked up and wanted to give that to you, if Elon Musk starts shooting rockets out here, you'll sell it to him at a premium. But other than that, you guys aren't really looking to sell?
Well, like I said, we're not actively pursuing it. I mean, it's just one of those things that people call and they're coming to us, picking us out of the blue somewhere off of some list of apparently everybody's privy to. Then, and then on top of that, when we went out there to take a look, just because we go out there about every three or 4 months just to take a look, make sure it hadn't burnt down, it's just covered in trees.
Right.
But then we started seeing all the survey stuff, and then we started realizing, wait a second, why would they be wanting to, in the middle of nowhere, go in there and widen this road, do, upgrades to facilities and stuff, in the middle of all this stuff. And so we couldn't, we tried to call the school district, couldn't get a straight answer out of them as far as if there was any builders looking to do something, because, there are more, other parcels around this thing. This thing's called Plantation Estates.
Okay.
Is the plat. And so there's other parcels up and down that road going in and out of there that I've never looked into them to see if they're in any kind of plats or not. But there's probably 2 or 3 dozen large parcels all up and down that road. So I didn't know if that's what was going on, is that someone was fixing to try to come in there and, buy it up and just kind of, bulldoze the trees and put in housing addition. I mean, who's to say, because, technically if somebody bought all 8 parcels from this Plantation Estates, they could tear up deed restrictions. They could just level the property and just go in there and put houses. I mean, they could put crap load of houses on all that much acreage,
Right.
So didn't know if that's what's, I just have to be honest with myself and everybody that calls me and say, I really think something's going on and I'm just not privy to what's going on. And so then it's more of the reason for me to say, well, I don't need to sell just to break even, and I'm not about to sell to break even. I mean, I'd rather hold on to it longer until, there's a gigantic high rise sitting across from me or something.
Sure.
It's just because then it's worth more, even then. So it's not hurting me to hold on to it. So it just, with all the surveying and all the stuff going on up down the streets leading into that area, then it's got me thinking something's up.
Something's
and
up.
Until I know what's up. Yeah, that's really it. Until I know what's going on, I want to make sure I get my little piece of the pie as well.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, I am curious. I mean, it sounds like, Griffin, you guys do some projects out in the area. Again, I don't know that I've got a number in front of me, but if somebody's offered you $50,000 an acre, I mean, you don't think that $250,000 piled into some more projects would do more for you than just holding it? Again, I don't know what's happening out here. I don't have a crystal ball, and I'm not privy to the inside of Quinlan the way it sounds like some folks are. But I don't know. What do you think about that?
Well, I mean, I can talk to the wife and see what she thinks. But like I said, we kind of already walked away from one of those, and so it's one of those things that they started. They literally kind of got angry with us and started, telling us how, it couldn't, they were, skinning their teeth on that. They weren't going to make but a couple of $1,000s by flipping it.
Right.
I was like, well, then, why would they be interested if they're interested in that number? So it's, that's what I'm saying. It's I probably have to say that'd be maybe a bit over that, but I mean, I could always just ask her and see if she's changed her mind about it. But I mean, to be honest with you, she was kind of the one that made me kind of just sit on my hands anyway, just to say, screw it, let's just wait and see what happens. So I don't know, if you want to put together something and get it to us, and that way we know, it's really there and it's not just, us just talking, blowing smoke at each other. So
of course,
it's up to you.
That makes sense. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm happy to put something together, Griffin, but I don't want to waste either of our time. I mean, you think Mama Bear would be open to anything under 50 an acre?
No, under 50 no, because we turned, we already turned that down. So it's, we'd be going backwards. And so there's no way. I mean, I would say no to that because we walked away from that already. So we going under that'd be foolish on our part to say, wait, hang on. That's literally shooting yourself in the foot, So but yeah, like I said, it's nothing that has to be said today or tomorrow. So like I said, if there's something comes up on your radar and it's worth you taking a look at again, then you got my number, you know how to get in touch with me. And like I said, I'm not actively listing it anywhere. I mean, I really am not. I don't, and for one, I'm a cheapskate. I don't want to pay anybody listing fees. And two, I'm not trying to sell it. I mean, it's just the only reason I'm talking to people is because they're showing interest in it.
Right.
And it's just sitting there, just, literally just kind of gathering dust. And, I pay the tax man and I got it for another year. That's really all it comes down to.
Yep, that makes sense. All right. Well, Griffin, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. I know you're on the road right now, but hey, I appreciate you giving me 15 minutes on this Tuesday afternoon. If my team puts something together and we're able to meet you anywhere where you and the missus might be interested, I'll give you a holler. Is this the best line to do that?
Yeah, that'll work.
All right. Appreciate you, sir. Thank you, Griffin.
Talk to you later. Bye.
You guys were cracking me up in the comments. I almost broke out laughing at least once in this. David, what's up, dude? You were cracking me up with this slice and dice gut'em jazz. I was having fun with it. I like testing stuff on these guys. When people tell you, we're telling them to kick rocks, I'm just going to put some numbers in front of them where I'm like, man, you turned down 50 an acre. You're telling me you couldn't roll $250,000 into some projects if you do projects? And you know what? He didn't seem super about it, but hell, he was interested. So, yeah, man, it's some good times here. But all right, so let's keep it rolling. Let's see what we got. What is next? Bada bing. Here, I just want to make a note in the CRM so I don't lose it. Still wants 50K an acre. Not a deal. All right, let's see what's next. And guys, these are a lot of Texas leads, which is fun because I'm local. Let's see. All right, I have no clue. All right, I don't know what this is worth. Hang on. I'm trying to call some of these that are comped, guys. Sorry, I just want to make sure. If I can do a one call close, I love to on some of these. I can't always, but it's just part of it, Y'all like that I called old boy Mama Bear at one point. All right, let's see.
Hello.
Hi, Andrea. How you doing?
Okay.
Hey, this is Ajay. We chatted a few months back about your 2-acre in Hunt County that you were interested in selling back then.
I'll call you right back. I'm on another line. I'll call you right back.
Okay, I'll be here. Looking forward to it.
I will. I'll call you back.
All right, bye-bye. Hey, you guys think she's calling me back? Let me know in the comments. Oh, she said she was on another line. Oh, man. All right, let's keep it rolling. Oh, gosh. Okay. Guys, some of these leads are in counties I can't pronounce. I don't know if anybody here does business in Oklahoma, but man, some of these counties, Fusky, excuse me. Sorry, pardon my French. I am trying to pronounce the name of this county. I did not mean to drop an F-bomb on accident. But I don't even know. Okima. I'm just going to say 80-acre property. Let's just keep this sucker vague. Let me see if there's a comp in here. They all sold for $2,300 an acre. So this sucker's worth like 180. Bada bing. All right, let's see what Carl wants on his property. Let's call Mr. Carl.
Your call has been forwarded to
Voicemail, voicemail. Never leave a voicemail.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
All right, guys, I'm not feeling a triple right now. I don't care enough about that property. Let's try another one. Let's see here. Bada bing, bada boom. It has a dirt road. All right, let's try this 40 acre in Oklahoma. I want a deal, baby. I want a deal.
Hello.
Hey, is Roger available?
Yes, just a moment.
Okay, thank you.
Roger. Sure, somebody wanting to buy land or something. I don't know how they have my number.
Hello.
Hey there, Roger. I believe the missus was correct. I overheard her. I am calling about land, unfortunately. Is now a bad time?
No, it's good.
Okay. So it sounds like, do you buy or sell property?
Well, I'm more of a buyer than I am a seller.
Oh, really? Okay, gotcha. I might have got some. Go ahead.
I bought up a lot anyway.
Okay.
I sell a little occasionally.
Okay, gotcha. Are you? Are you primarily a real estate investor, or why are you buying?
No, I just investment.
Investment. Got it. What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a oil field consulting company.
Oh, what kind of consulting?
Oil field.
Oil field. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I work for a lot of different companies. I used to work for British Petroleum, but I'd send out drilling and completion consultants and land location consultants and do that kind of work.
Okay, gotcha.
And I also have an environmental company. So.
Oh, wow. You sound busy.
Well, it's not real busy now. The oil field's kind of down.
Yeah.
It's pretty slow.
Okay.
But during my time with drilling and then British Petroleum put me over doing a lot of the location construction, settling damages, and got to know a lot of the landowners, and ended up buying quite a bit of land.
That makes sense. Okay.
Got to know a lot of them.
Okay. Well, can I ask, is there anything you're interested in selling right now?
Oh, I'm kind of one of them guys that it all depends on the money.
Yeah,
I love land, but I love money a little bit too. So, it's and I've got almost 6,000 acres that I bought up.
Okay, 6,000 acres, and is
scattered in.
Yeah, is that all over just Oklahoma, or are you buying in Texas and Arkansas too?
I have a little bit in Arkansas.
Okay.
Very little. I've got a building that I bought down in Paris, Arkansas.
Okay.
Of course, I bought it mostly because my nephew uses it. He's got a little business in part of it, and then I got it so a little bit in Bella Vista.
Oh, okay.
And the rest of it's in Oklahoma, mostly southeast Oklahoma.
Okay.
Haskell County, Latimer County, Pushmataha County, Muskogee.
Okay.
County, Floor County.
Okay. Gotcha. Well,
Got
yeah.
berries from mountain land, got ranch land and mountain land, cattle
Okay.
land.
Yeah, no, Southeast Oklahoma's it's pretty. It's pretty out
It is
there.
a beautiful place in the mountains.
Yep, I I did my bachelor party out in Broken Bow, which is just a
Yeah, that's
little ways over.
beautiful place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got stuff down in Push County, just pretty close to that.
Yeah.
Up on top of the other side of the mountain.
Okay.
I got some on the Comiskey River over there.
Oh, nice. Do you go out to these properties, or you just like buying them and sitting on them?
I go to them. I run cattle on part of them. That over there, it's kind of cattle land. On good. I bought a 220 acre spot over there.
Okay.
Comiskey River runs through. It's good bottom land, good hunt land.
Okay.
Good farm land. It's one of them. It's one of them. It was an investment. I mean, that area is going up quite a bit.
Okay.
It's especially anything by the river.
So that makes sense. Roger, let me ask you. I mean, you got 6,000 acres all across Southeast Oklahoma and a little in Arkansas. I mean, is your plan, is this your retirement? Are you hoping to pass this on to your kids? Like, what's the goal when you buy up 6,000 acres?
Hell, I don't. Hell if I know. The kids will. My son will probably. My grandson that I raised, he'll probably end up with most of it.
Okay, gotcha. And is he aware of like where all the properties are and you have the deeds and stuff everywhere? We buy and sell land, and I hear horror stories of folks that don't have their paperwork right, and you just never know when your last day is, you know?
I got all my documentation good. I've got all my information up. All my land is. No, they don't know where all of it's at, but I've got all the abstracts, documentation. Okay. My wife knows kind of, maybe some of it I didn't tell her because she gets pissed sometimes. What do you buy that for?
You can't tell them everything, can you? I'm just kidding.
No. You got to be truthful, but not all the time. No, it was. I've got to meet a lot of people when I was working with BP as a consultant, right. And then I started drilling and completion, and they put me over. I had me at one time when it was slow because they didn't want me to leave, and they put me over in the land division, settling damages and building locations. And,
right.
And I got to know a lot of people. You know, I was going out. We had 10 rigs running, and I was settling damages and building locations, and got to know a lot of the landowners and become friends with them. And some of them, you know, later called and said, I live in Texas and we don't go up there that much. Won't you buy part of that from me? So it became one of them deals. I don't know how I ended up with it, really.
Yeah.
I guess I drank too much or was maybe just born stupid. I don't know.
I don't think it was either of those. I don't think you get to be a consultant with BP and own 6,000 acres being too stupid. So it was pretty good investments at that time. Land was cheap up here. Yeah. Yeah, but now everybody's getting pushed out of Texas into Oklahoma. Tons of folks are moving in from out of state. I mean, you're getting all kinds of people out there.
Yeah, Texans are coming up. Texans, they come up here a lot. It's a beautiful area around all these counties.
Yeah.
But we're up in the mountains kind of, and then good access to water, good hunting, good farmland and area, or ranch land.
Right.
But yeah, it's a beautiful area. So there's they're coming up here.
Yeah.
A lot.
No kidding.
COVID really started sending them, and then the value of land started really picking up also.
Yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't want to waste too much of your time this afternoon. I know you and the missus probably got plenty to be doing here. I'll check out.
No. Where are you from?
I live just north of Dallas.
North of Dallas. Okay.
Yeah. So we trek up that way.
Yeah,
I was just in Marlow area last week.
Aren't you?
What's that?
Y'all are filling up. Y'all are filling up.
Yeah, no kidding. That's an understatement. I think where
most of the people are coming up here from that area.
That makes sense. I think we did fill up already a little bit ago. Now they're trying to play catch up. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's COVID. Like I said, that COVID really started pushing people up here. It was a lot of the, especially the people, younger people that's computer can work on their computers most of the time and call it work or be at work or.
Yeah.
But they come up here a lot. So I have friends down there that told me that here just a few years ago, they said it's going to blow your mind how fast that land goes from 1,000 an acre to 7,000 or 10,000 an acre.
Gosh.
And I just kind of laughed at them. But
and now we're here.
I've seen it. Yeah, now it does. Now it does.
Yeah. All right. Well, Roger, I appreciate your time, sir. Is good chatting.
Absolutely.
And I'll check out some of these properties and see if I can come up with anything decent for you.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
All right.
Take care.
Appreciate you, sir. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, guys, there's this guy owns 6,000 acres. I was interested in continuing a conversation because some of those guys don't want to pass it on to their kids. Some of their kids don't want the acreage. They would just prefer the money. So there's some good long-term plays there of just building good relationships with people, to be honest. I think that's somebody that I will probably keep up with over time. I think there are some folks that buy up big old portfolios. My buddy Jerry looks like he just tuned in. What's up, Jerry? You buy portfolios. So there could be a play there. Who knows? But might dive into some of the stuff he owns, see what I like, and see if there's anything there. But that's not a call I'm going to make an offer on the spot. All right. Here we go. Let's keep it rolling. All right, guys, and there's 409. Still got 11 people here with us. I've seen anywhere between 10 and 17 throughout. Sorry, these last couple of calls I feel like have been a little slower, but it's always fun just testing out stuff, guys. I think my favorite thing about staying on the phones is I always learn new stuff to try for my scripting. Like, I don't know if you caught this with old boy that had the nice property in Quinlan that he wants 80,000 an acre for, but I called and he said something to the effect of like, oh, you looking to buy some land or something, right? To the effect of, I knew this guy has been getting drilled on calls for properties. And so listen, every time I get I always like to say when there's an elephant in the room, address it. Okay. And so with that guy, when he's like, oh, are you looking to buy some land? I'm like, shoot, he probably gets lots of calls. Let's call that out. And I said, hey man, you probably just get a ton of calls or whatever I said, right? And he's like, yeah, probably 6 a week and a bunch of letters and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, oh, okay, well, sweet. But now that I'm in, I'm like, oh gosh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm hoping not to be another one of those yahoos. Why haven't you sold? What stopped you from selling from any of them? So anyways, guys, there's just address the elephants in the room, ask the questions that seem uncomfortable, but really aren't. I mean, if it's already not going to be a deal, you might as well just get a repetition and see where it can go. Right. So, all right, let me call this guy back.
Hello?
Hey there, Michael. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. You chatted with my partner Jason a ways back about this 12-acre property you own in Honey Grove. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Yeah, man. Right now, if you want to call me back tomorrow afternoon, I'm fine, but I'm getting ready for a meeting that I've got to get to in about 15 minutes.
Okay, I hear you. And tomorrow afternoon
shoot me an email if you have it.
I do not. He did not write it down, it looks like. Could I get that from you right now?
Well, were you the guys that came out and looked at the property?
I don't believe that was me. I don't want to lie to you and pretend to be someone I'm not.
All right. Yeah, it's just the email Shane, Shane, Beers, Beers, at B as in boy, 6 ranch.com. So Shane Beers at B6ranch.com.
B6 Rents, like RENTS?
Ranch. RANCH.
I gotcha. Okay, I got Shane Beers at B6ranch.com. Just saved it in. I'll give you a call tomorrow afternoon.
Okay, sounds good. Shoot me an email, and that way I know what you're. I want to see if I've already given you stuff on it. I've talked to a couple folks already.
Okay, I got you. Sounds good. Well, get to your
Appreciate it.
meeting. We'll chat tomorrow.
All right.
All right, bye-bye. Guys, sometimes it's nice to just sometimes I'll just say we've chatted with some insert American name. And you know, you never know what's going to stick. I don't like pretending to be someone, but it's good just sort of plowing through some stuff. It's fun. It's fun. All right, what's this? Pickup rates have been pretty good this afternoon, guys. I am calling from a 469 area code, which is Dallas for those that don't know. And I think that's been good for us. But let's keep on plowing.
Hi, you have reached Rick Ruiz. Sorry I can't answer the
No answer from Rick. Let's give him another call, shall we?
Hi, you have reached Rick Ruiz. Sorry I can't answer the phone right now, but if you leave your name and number and a brief message,
Guys, I'm not leaving voicemails today because I'm gonna have someone on my team follow up with these in the future. So that's why I'm just double dialing and then ghosting. All right, let's keep it moving. Sweet. Blake said triple dial coming up. These leads are like a little too cold for me. But you know, let's see. I would triple dial if I was looking for the seller pretty aggressively or it seemed fun. I just want to keep this moving though. Let's see. Man, how do I talk to some folks that don't think their stuff is gold right now? Oh, wait, that's everyone. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, talk to enough folks, make enough offers. Talk to enough folks, make enough offers. All right, let's talk to this guy.
hello, this is Gary.
Hey, Gary, this is Ajay. How are you, sir?
It's who?
Ajay, you chatted with my partner about this 5 acre you own out in Bonham. Is now a good time to chat? Gary, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead again. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just saying my partner had chatted with you a ways back about this 5 acre y'all got in Bonham. Were y'all interested in selling still?
I'm interested in selling it, but nobody wants to offer me what I want for it.
That makes sense. Okay. So are you talking to people pretty often then?
Well, I get a lot of, I have it on CoStar LoopNet, and people don't understand. They just look at the land and they do comparables to other pieces of land in the area.
Uh-huh.
And that's fine if they want to do that, but they're not getting the exact value of what my land is worth.
Got it.
And the reason I say that is because they can find another 5 or 6 acres of land, but it's back there in the woods. It's back there towards the back,
Right.
right? For around the same price. I mean, for a lesser price. But the deal is, my property is off of Farmers Market 1753. It's the main road. Number one.
Uh-huh.
Number two, there's electric and water right there by the road to bring it into the property.
Right.
It's fenced in all around. And they don't look at the whole picture. They just look at, oh well, we're going to do comparables. Well, you can do comparables all you want, but it's not equal compared to my property.
Got it. Okay. And just so I understand, Gary, so you're not selling for what some of the other comparables might be selling for.
Right, exactly. I mean, ours is frontage property right off the highway, right off that farm road.
Got it.
Right, where the other properties, you have to get on a dirt road and go back another half a mile to a mile. You know, they're all back there towards the back. So when they're trying to compare, it doesn't work out
right
as far as the value goes, because they're comparing it for the acreage, what lots are going for, or what the acreage is going for in that area, but it's not the same because mine is frontage road,
right
with water and electricity right at the front of right there on the road.
So Gary,
and it's fenced in all around.
I guess how long has this been listed on LoopNet and CoStar?
Probably about, I would say maybe a year.
A year
To a little bit less than a year and a half, maybe.
Got it.
I really don't know. Something like that.
Okay, a good chunk of time. And I mean, nobody's made an offer close to what it's worth yet?
Well, the thing is, on CoStar LoopNet, people have really, it's not, see, there's no restrictions there. So you could build a warehouse, you could build a manufacturing, you could put in a car wash, it's about 6 miles from the lake, Bonham Lake. So that's what I'm saying. They don't look at the whole area. They don't look at the pic, you know. And as far as on CoStar LoopNet, I get people to hit, like hits on it as far as people looking at it. But on CoStar LoopNet, nobody's made an offer because that's more for commercial.
Right.
This is more like if somebody wanted to buy it and make like a trailer park out of it, or an RV park out of it, or storage units, that would work there because there's no restrictions.
That makes sense.
But as far as what I'm asking for it on CoStar LoopNet, it's $229,900. I've had offers, and this is where it's like, don't go out there. This is where I tell the people, don't waste my time when they text me, oh, we'll walk, or I get letters in the mail that they'll offer me, $58,000.
Right.
Well, that's not going to happen. First of all, that's about what I paid for it when I bought it. So I'm not going to let go for what I paid for it. I'd be losing money because I've also paid taxes on it for the last 3-4 years.
Yeah.
So that's not going to happen. So anyway, I'm just saying that if somebody really, really is interested in wanting to buy it as an investment property, it'd be somebody that's going to build an RV park or a trailer park or a warehouse, like storage units, something like that.
Yeah.
If it's just to buy it and turn around and try to sell it and make money off of it, that's not going to happen.
That makes sense. Okay. And then, I mean, it sounds like you're okay just sitting on this for the next few years. Cause I mean, a year, maybe 18 months, nobody's, come up to asking price. So are you just hoping to sit on this until someone's willing to pay that?
I'm in no hurry, honestly. I mean, I'm willing to sit on it till it sells.
Got it.
And the other thing is, I'm actually thinking if it doesn't sell, like maybe within the next year, I might decide to do something on it with it myself. Like put septic tanks in it, put lots in there. You could fit like 36 lots for mobile homes. And the going rate for a mobile home just to lease the land is $600 a month. So if somebody was interested in buying it, if not, That's big. Because I looked into it, and that's probably what I might just do that myself. Just put 36 mobile home lots in there and fill it in with mobile homes and just lease the lot for $600 a month. My property is paid for, so I would just have to pay for the road to go in and then getting all the septic tanks and electrical put in for each unit. And anyway.
Yeah, man, that makes sense. Well, I'll tell you, Gary, we're investors, probably more similar to some folks you've talked to in the past. A lot of the properties we end up buying, I mean, the goal is to sell them in the future for a profit. We're not developers. I'm not putting self-storage or commercial on this thing, so I see investors like us, similar to what you'd mentioned, paying between 60 and 75 for lots like these. And it sounds like you're saying no to a lot of those investors.
Yeah, I've said no to them because I'm not gonna, they're just not offering me not even close to what I'm wanting for it. So for me, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah,
I've got to get what I want for it, or close to it anyway, or it's not gonna happen.
that makes sense.
And then not only that, I mean, Bonham is becoming a happening town, and this land is 6 miles north of Bonham. So that's an up and coming area. They just built a brand new Whataburger. They just built a Starbucks. They just built a brand new TXB big gas station for truckers and for like a convenience store called a TXB. And then they just built a huge weed and feed. They used to have a store downtown Bonham. Well, they just built a big one the size of Home Depot right off of 121 and 82, right on that corner.
Okay.
A big, huge hardware store like a Home Depot.
Got it.
It's called Weed and Feed. And then T-Mobile has just moved in like maybe a year ago. They're also building a Scooters coffee. Right now it's being built.
Man, it's blowing up. It's blowing up. I love it. And there's the 2 lakes coming in all of Fannin County that I know are going to be a huge deal. So that makes sense, man. Bonham's definitely growing. Okay, well, Gary, I mean, it sounds like you're pretty set on your asking price here. So is there nothing below? I feel like I heard a couple different numbers, 170, 229, 269. Nothing below that range you're willing to entertain?
No, not really.
Got it. That makes sense. I mean,
the lowest I would take for that property, and I'm going to be honest with you, the lowest I would take for it would be 189.
189.
That's the lowest I would take for it.
Okay. Gotcha. Well, I'm going to be honest, Gary. I don't think we'd be able to come much higher than a lot of those other investors. So we're probably not the best fit on this one. But hey, I hope you find either a way to develop this thing or the right buyer.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yep. Best of luck to you.
All righty. Thanks.
Your guys' comments just stay cracking me up. Yeah, roads are not cheap. Development's not easy. Jeremy said, just throw some trailers on it, Ajay. Blake said, bro thinks his land is going to be the next Buc-ee's location. I haven't talked to a seller that is more excited about his property than me doing a development project, I feel like. That was hilarious. Not wanting to sell under 189. Guys, for reference, these properties are probably worth like 150. But, his property is not like other properties, guys. His property is not like other properties. Oh, I'm rolling. Oh, man. I just want a win. Let's see. I'm trying to find some cheaper stuff. I've been talking to a lot of expensive landowners, which is great when you get one of those deals. You have to go through so many more reps to get a more expensive deal a lot of times. So I'm hoping I can find something in here that's a little bit cheaper. All right. Hey, we're almost an hour and a half into this. Will you guys just let me know in the comments? I think there's still a little bit over a handful of us here. Just let me know. You guys enjoying this at all? Just me suffering through leads the same way everybody else does when we're not hanging out with each other. I'd love to know, like, if this is valuable, I'll keep doing this type of stuff. If it's not, you know, I mean, I'll just do calls on my own. I don't need to stream them necessarily. But I think there's a big need for this. I've been kind of playing with some of these sellers just so folks can hear like how if you notice anything, I haven't had anybody explicitly super angry with me yet. And I don't just start with the offer necessarily, but I keep things pretty soft. So yeah, just let me know if you guys are liking this stuff. I can do a lot more. If not, no worries. But yeah, I'm having fun with it. Let's see. Trying to find something here. All right. I'm looking too much. Let's call Daryl.
Hello.
Hey, Daryl, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. This is Ajay. I think you chatted with one of my colleagues a bit of a ways back about your 10-acre you own out in Garvin County. Did I catch you at a bad time?
Oh, I just told him make me one heck of an offer.
Okay.
I'd see if it's worth it.
Yep, that makes sense. You say one heck of an offer. Have you dealt with some pretty bad ones?
Oh no, it's not for sale. So.
Oh, I got you. So you're saying if somebody gives you the right offer, you'd be willing to sell it, but until then.
Right.
Okay, that makes sense. Are you using the property right now, or what are you doing with it?
Yeah, I use it.
Okay, you hunt out there, or is it? I think there's a creek that flows in the back. Are you fishing at all?
There's a creek through it. And there's some woods on it, but I graze it. And it's just right there.
Oh, you have cattle out there.
Huh?
You have cattle out there?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. Well, I mean, can I ask? It sounds like are other folks calling you about the property?
No, because it's not for sale.
Okay,
So.
gotcha.
But I mean, if somebody wants to do something crazy, well, I don't have nothing I wouldn't sell. So.
I hear that. Okay, well, can I ask? I mean, what would something crazy be? Obviously, there's all kinds of stuff out there, but I mean, what's you have something in your head that you'd scream at and say, "Heck yeah, let's go"?
Well, the Chinese offered me for 20 acres. They offered me $550,000.
Holy, well. Unfortunately, I'm not the Chinese, and I don't have their pockets, my man. I wish, Daryl, I wish I did. But even if I did, let me ask: are you selling to them?
No, because it joins the rest of my land, and I didn't want them next to me.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. I didn't know the Chinese were up in Oklahoma too. They're everywhere, huh?
Oh, they're thick here. Every one of them put in a grow house.
Oh, don't you have to be at least a half a resident though? Half ownership needs to be a resident for a grow house in Oklahoma. I thought.
Well, they're supposed to, but they were loopholes. They were the attorneys finding loopholes for them, or they'd find an old wino, and they'd let him be the owner, and then the Chinese would run it.
Okay, I gotcha.
But, but them attorneys got in pretty serious trouble.
Yeah, I believe it. They're breaking rules.
So, but anyway, lots of those Chinese are starting to drift out of here.
Got it. Okay. Well, I don't have Chinese money, Daryl. I'm gonna be honest with you. But you know, I do have a little. Again, I haven't dug into this. This is our first time chatting, so I'm not 100% sure what 10 acres are going for out here. I mean, again, it sounds like you might have some kind of a number in your head. What's one of those that would scream out at you and say, "I'd take that"?
Oh, that there, it'd probably have to be at least 12 to 15,000 an acre.
12 to 15 an acre. And this is a 10-acre tract, so what, that'd be 120, 150, somewhere in that range?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. How long have you
But, I mean,
what's that?
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, how long have you been grazing out here?
Oh, I've lived out here all my life.
Oh, really? Okay. So did you inherit this property or did you buy this?
No, this little 10 acres that you're talking about, I bought several years ago.
Okay, gotcha. And did you buy it because you wanted some cattle and you wanted to hunt, or what were you hoping to do with it?
Oh, I just bought it because it's right across the road from the rest of our land.
Oh, and it went up for sale, so you figured why not?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, but I mean, even if you don't want to sell land around here, I mean, if somebody's really trying to sell land, you're lucky to find any for less than 3,000 an acre.
Right. I was seeing that too. You got to get pretty big to be getting out of that size, right?
Right. So, but I mean, I just, we really just don't have anything for sale. But anyway, there may be a day there's something up here for sale. I'll call you.
Okay. All right. That sounds like a plan. I mean, just poking around here, I'm gonna be honest, I probably won't be able to come up to 120 on that 10 there. If I come up with any kind of an offer, is it worth giving you a call back?
Oh yeah, you can send an offer.
Okay. Gotcha. And is this the best number to give you a buzz?
Yeah, that'll work, buddy.
Okay. You usually prefer mornings or afternoons, Daryl?
It don't matter.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll give you a holler sometime in the next week, sometime in the afternoon.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. Thanks, Daryl. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, guys, I got off the phone that one kind of quick. I was having a little fun with them. Again, when somebody starts with like well, it depends on your offer type track, I like feeling them out a little bit, and I want to have fun with it. Again, these comments are cracking me up. But hey, I appreciate you guys saying you're enjoying this. I'm having some fun with it here. He said that'll work. Yeah, Jerry, it is like your uncle, isn't it? Oh, I was cracking up. Yeah, these Italians are buying up the land. Arturo, who said ni hao? I saw that as I was talking to this guy, and it cracked me up. Oh man. But yeah, man, this guy does not want. I did just a quick search. Again, there's only so much you can do when you're on the phone with folks. But I feel like I'm seeing comps closer to like 60,000, maybe 100. But I looked it up on Land ID, and like, guys, he owns all the land around here. Definitely wasn't looking to sell. Jerry said you're so much more patient than me. Yeah, Jeremy, I just like need to have fun with it, especially on a stream like this. I will say, I think on some of the stuff, if I'm doing it by myself, then yeah, I might massage that lead just a little bit more. But because or I might not, sorry, I got distracted. So yeah, no, I might not be talking to that lead very much if I'm on my own, but because I'm doing this, I like being able to show people how I deal with the difficulties that everybody else does and keep it fun and keep it lighthearted. Because, I feel like so many people avoid this piece of the business right here. That's like, oh man, these freaking tire kickers, these sellers, yeah, they own this, they want that, this, that, and the other, the Chinese. And like at a certain point, you just need to have fun with it. It's like, what are we doing in this business if we're not having fun, right? Besides making money and cashing checks, blah, 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 So I get all that, but having a good time. Blake said, got time for another one? Why, Blake, you got a hot lead or something, man? You need me to close it for you? Said rattlesnakes are more patient than jail. All right, let's see. Seeing if anything calls out to me here, guys. I think I might just do one or two more. I'm definitely starting to need a break. It's been a good day, but it's been trekking along here for a good chunk of time. Let's see. Let's see. Trying to find something interesting. Jeremy said, no lies detected. All right, here's a random Georgia property. It's commercial. I don't understand commercial. I could call this 20 acre in the same county. Let's do that, shall we? Let's see what old boy wants.
Hello.
Hey there, Chad. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well. This is Ajay. I'm calling. You chatted with one of my partners about your 20 acre out in Oklahoma. Did I catch you at a bad time?
No.
Okay. Well, hey, I'm just giving you a call because this just hit my desk, and I think my partner had reached out to you a couple months back, and I'm not sure. We just didn't do a good job of calling you back here. But I see you've got this 20 acre. It's in Garvin County, and at one point you were interested in selling. Did I get bad information, or are you still interested in selling?
No. I mean, I would entertain it for sure.
Sure. Okay, gotcha. And is this something that you've had for a while? Are you using it, or what's going on out here?
I've had it since 2019, and I just run a few cows on it.
Okay, nothing too crazy.
No.
Got it. Okay. Well, can I ask, have you? When's the last time you were out there?
Oh, I'm out there about every day.
Oh, okay. Do you live pretty close then?
I'm about 15 miles away, 15, 20, something like that. And then I got there to check the cows and stuff.
Of course, that makes sense. Is it just you running them then? Just you running those cattle?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. What can you tell me about the road right there on 1520? Is that paved?
Yes. Blacktop.
Okay, gotcha. And do you know the neighbors pretty well? Because I see there's kind of like a housing subdivision just on one side of it.
Yeah, I know 2 or 3 of them in there, and then on either side.
Okay. And are they pretty friendly, or what's that area like?
Yeah, no, it's a small town. Everybody, I mean, it's one of those things. On the guy that's on the east side right there, kind of in the housing addition. If I drive out there and I'm in some other vehicle that I'm not normally in, my parents live in town, and they get a call right quick. I mean, I can't even get the gate unlocked before. I mean,
they know you got a new truck before you tell them, huh?
Yes.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, well, I guess before I got you on the phone here, I mean, have you entertained selling the property at any point in time before this?
Once back during the COVID time, and I've had a handful of people kind of locally there, because I built some barns and stuff on it, and I put water and electric out there, and it's got rural water and electric, and 200 amp service to the barn and stuff like that, and it'd be a pretty nice place to put a house. So,
yeah, no kidding.
Somebody wanted to build a house there. So anyway, but just kind of periodically, I wouldn't. I'm definitely not in the market to just give it away because I need to get rid of it. I would for the right price. I'd entertain selling it for sure.
Yeah, that makes sense. And you said you bought it. What was it? 2015, 2019?
2019.
2019. Okay. And when you were considering selling it, I mean, did you have a number you'd be willing to let it go for in mind?
No, I mean, it would just depend.
Right.
Do y'all do? I mean, do you buy and sell? I don't know. I don't know how y'all look at it. Usually, I would think it'd be someone who wanted to use it and probably build a house there. It's a good spot to build a house, but
right.
So I never really entertained a price.
Gotcha. And so you're saying when you are looking to sell, like you just want to make sure it gets to the right person. Is that what you're saying?
you know, I guess so. You know, I wouldn't want it to give it up to somebody that was going to come in there, but I don't know what anybody would come in there for to do something squirrely. So
Yeah.
all the neighbors are pretty good. So.
Okay. When you say something squirrely, what's that mean? Are people getting into trouble out there, or what do you mean?
Well, you know, at one time, I don't know, but at one time, there was a lot of Chinese people that had come in and they were putting in the marijuana grows.
Oh,
and a lot
okay.
of people, yeah, and a lot of people, you know, neighbors and stuff, you know, wouldn't want that right there in their backyard or something. And I mean, you know, and so that was kind of happening all around the Garvin County area and stuff for a few years back, and they were coming in and offering pretty stupid prices for land that had electricity and water, so they could throw up like a greenhouse and start their operation and stuff like that. So anyway, there was some of that going on, you know, and I don't think any of the neighbors would really care for that.
Absolutely not.
That's what I mean by. That's what I mean by squirrely. They can do what they want. They can do that stuff way out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, well, hey, we're not looking to put up any weed farms or anything. All right, so
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
not what we
okay.
do. And we're not Chinese either, though. I will tell you, my pockets aren't as deep as theirs. I'm not going to lie to you.
Oh yeah, they were offering some pretty ridiculous offers.
Oh, I believe it. I believe it. You know anybody that took any of them?
Yeah, especially over in the Lindsay area, just about 10 miles west of there. I grew up in Lindsay, and I know some people who had some land in the family for a long time, you know, that they would probably have never let it go. And they come in there and they offered them enough, they packed up and left. I mean,
wow.
if there was a house on there, and there was a house and there was, you know, 15, 20, 30 acres or, you know, or so, and then there was electric and water to a barn or some sort, they would sometimes buy it all and say, keep everything in the house because they needed furniture.
That's crazy.
They just buy their bit of it, and they paid cash.
I believe
So,
it. Gosh.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Golly, well, like I said, I'm not Chinese and I don't have their pockets here. You know what? I'll tell you, so I live just north of Dallas. I've got a business partner and we got a couple on staff. We don't do anything too crazy you've never heard of before. We buy land, we sell land. Sometimes we sit on it for a good chunk of time. I mean, they're not making any more of it, right? So, you know, we look at properties we like in certain areas. And, you know, some of our folks reach out if somebody's interested in selling. We have a conversation. If it works, great. If it doesn't, no worries. We can part and be friends is what I like to say.
Right.
So, yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. Again, it's not anything too crazy. Again, I'm not even sure I've got a number in front of me right now, but Chad, I mean, if I did, it sounds like you might know what you would definitely say no to. Is that right?
Yeah, I mean, because when I bought it, there was nothing on it. Didn't have water, electric, or anything. So now it's got, you know, it's got a feed lot. It's got a working lot with a, you know, cattle working lot on there. It's got a barn. It's got electric in the barn. It's got water in the barn. It's got you know, plenty of storage and covers. I keep my trailers and stuff under cover, and the fence is good. And so, I mean, there's, you know, all that's been put up since 2019.
Wow.
So the barn and all that's in really, really good shape, and all the covers and I keep all the equipment and stuff underneath. So, I mean, you know, it's a turnkey. If someone wanted to do this a little small farm, I got what I got, live there, it'd be absolutely turnkey. I mean,
right.
You would have to build on it or whatever. So there's got and where it sits and location wise, you know, it's got some curb appeal to it. And so, yeah, I mean, I know a number that I was like, no, it would have to be, you know, I'm not at a point where I'd take less than what I've got in it.
Okay, I got you. And Chad, can I ask? It sounds like I mean, I don't know what things costed before COVID. Hopefully, they were cheaper than they are now. But what? How much were those improvements? In terms of like what you put into it?
So I got about 75,000 improvements.
Wow.
And that's the barns and the lots and working pin, and then I gravelled. Well, I did asphalt millings on the road, so all the way from the road to the barn is asphalt millings. It's passed down, so it's not muddy.
Yeah.
It's got approach out in front of it. Had electric running all the barn. C-can, electric, water. I mean, it's got a lot of cover, a lot of potential. So.
Yep, that makes sense. Okay. Well, Chad, I guess about that barn, is that insulated?
No, it's not insulated.
Gotcha. So is it? I mean, I assume it's got all the walls, all the siding's good on there. No openings.
Oh yeah. Like I say, no. It's what now? 5 years old.
Yep.
Yeah. So it's in great shape.
Okay.
You
Gotcha.
know, it's nothing out there is older than 5 years. I mean, all of it, it's all been put up correctly. It's not just thrown together and crammed out there. I'm a little OCD and meticulous about stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And Chad, did you? I guess is that 75,000? That's just you put in improvements. That doesn't include your purchase price.
Yeah, that wasn't the purchase price. That was the improvements.
Got it. So what are you all into the lot?
I'd have to pull some of the equipment and trailers out because
Sure.
like my stock trailers. I don't know if anybody would want any of that, or if they just wanted the land and what was fixed to the land, what was barns and covers and stuff like that.
Right. With us, it's usually the latter.
It'd probably be about the 150-ish range, give or take.
Okay, 150-ish. Got it. So, I mean, if somebody came to you with an offer, a little bit above that, is that something you'd entertain, or is it more so if somebody?
Yeah, I'd entertain it just because the equipment and like the cows that I have. I mean, I would sell those and sell the equipment off and just do something different. But for things that I've got in it, because it's all kind of in as one.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. And then in terms of, I mean, would you, you said you'd entertain it. Is that because you're looking to buy more property? You wouldn't mind sitting on some cash? I mean, I know you're running some cattle right now. Would you just run them somewhere else, or what are you thinking through there?
We live up toward the Oklahoma City area, and so we're south of Oklahoma City where we actually live. So it's not that far over there. Like I say, it's only about 20, 30 minutes from the house. Not that big a deal.
Yeah.
But I'd like to find something closer. It's really hard, and you go 5 miles north of that, and the prices go up big time. I mean,
yeah.
The Oklahoma City metro area has moved down, and it's moving to the south, and it's growing south. And just where I live in Blanchard, which is about 20 miles to the southwest of Oklahoma City, I mean, our property values have almost doubled in 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just growing out, and people are more remote working from home and stuff like that, so people aren't driving into the city, and they work from home, so they're able to live somewhere where they don't have to drive 30 or 40 miles a day or something.
Yeah.
So they're living in those areas, and so it's really it's kind of on the edge of that. I would say in the next 3 to 5 years,
right,
it's going to be right there because it's within an hour of Oklahoma City. It's right about an hour drive, just a little less.
Yeah.
From Oklahoma City, and I'd say in the next 3 years, or probably it could even be quicker, but let's just say 3 years. I mean, it's gonna go up even more. I mean, the values are gonna go up even more. And when you have something that's got developed land, where you already have rural water and electric and everything on it, I mean, it's just more appealing because when you have all that stuff run, I mean, it's expensive to have water and electric run on the place.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Well, with this being a little more unique, Chad, I'm going to have to dig in just a little bit to see what we might be able to do here. So I don't have a number in front of me right now. I'm not entirely sure what we could do, but it looks interesting. If I were to give you a call back, is mornings or afternoons usually better for you?
It don't really matter. I'm pretty flexible.
Okay, gotcha. And I'll tell you too, we're doing a project right now right outside of Marlow. So I've been coming up into the area every now and then. So I might give you a shout next time I'm up there if you want to maybe grab some lunch or a coffee.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You're over doing a project over at Marlow?
It's just outside of Marlow. We're in Rush Springs, about 15 minutes down the road.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Very familiar. I run around Marlow, Lindsay, Chickasha, Rush Springs, all in that area.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, no, it's great. We haven't spent too much time up there, but been up there to look at the dirt. So that's great. All right. Well, Chad, I'll give you a holler here in the next couple of days, and we'll see if we can make something happen.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
All right. Appreciate your time, sir. Chat soon.
You bet.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Phew. Shit. Remember when I said that was the last one? I was telling the truth, y'all. I am feeling good. I mean, we talked to what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sellers plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Probably like 12, 13 solid conversations. A couple of offers ish made. Tons of people that weren't interested, but I mean, hey, you do this stuff, you make 15, 20 offers, good enough, right? Kieran said one more for the road. Yeah, man, I don't know. I think I'm gonna call it here. My wife just got in from New York late yesterday, and so I'm hoping to have a nice evening with her. But got to finish off the workday with a fun live stream. Hey, since enough of you guys said you were interested, I'm gonna do some more of these. I'm not sure when yet, but I'll try to get one more in. I leave for a cruise November 7th, so I might try to get one in next week. And I am working with a couple of folks right now, just where we're doing some call reviews and up-leveling them on some sales and stuff. And so I may stream a couple of those calls in here too, just so folks can see what that looks like. But really excited that you guys joined in. Again, this is day 1 of the Land Closers Academy. Just want to show people what it's like talking to sellers, closing deals, making things happen. I had so much fun doing this in July with my buddy Alan that I just figured we should do more. And worst case scenario, I close some deals. Best case scenario, I make some new friends, right? So let's have fun, guys. But appreciate you guys for coming. Appreciate you for tuning in, and especially for everybody that stayed for almost 2 hours here. If there's anything I can do for anyone, just give me a holler. Post deal wins in here. And till next time, y'all. Thanks.